I'm Xavier.
Hi, I'm Brad. Nice to meet you, Xavier.
Thank
Come
you.
in, sit down wherever you like. Alright, so, did you get here alright?
I did a little bit of traffic, but that's just Maribra's town centre, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty heavy these days.
Yeah.
Isn't it, growing town? Okay, so before we start today, I'd just like to inform you that I am a student social worker here at Carers Queensland. I've been asked to take this case on behalf of my supervisor. So at Carers Queensland, we provide residential in and out of home care for people in the Mareeba area, up to nearly 24 hours a day. But before we have a chat, I just want to go over some confidentiality things and let you know that I will be taking notes, but anything that I do say or you say won't be used outside this room.
Okay.
Won't be spread whatsoever. But the only instance where it may be, where I might have to tell my supervisor something, is where if you reveal information to me that is of harm to yourself or harm to others.
Okay.
Or in the use of a subpoena or anything like that.
Sure.
Is that cool with you?
That's fine.
Okay, sure. So what brings you today, Xavier?
Well, as I said, my name's Xavier. I'm 70 years old, and I've lived in Australia for the past 35 years now.
Okay, so where did you move from?
I actually migrated here from Goa in India 35 years ago.
Yeah.
Goa is a lovely beachside town, quite like Queensland.
Lovely.
So coming here was fantastic.
Yeah. So did you come alone or with a family?
I came with my wife. My wife and I set up roots here, I guess. And we had 3 wonderful children. We have 3 boys. 2 are married and 1, Vincent, who lives with me. My wife sadly passed away about a year ago now from cancer.
Right. And so these 2 sons that don't live with you and are married, do they still live nearby?
They both live in Queensland, but as their careers have taken them elsewhere, they've found a need to be closer towards 1 Brisbane, 1 Gold Coast.
Right, okay. So near the city centres.
Correct.
Right. So it's just you 2 living at home then, you and Vincent?
Yeah. Vincent did live out of home, but unfortunately in 2014, Vincent was on track to becoming an Olympic cyclist, but on a practice run in actually Goa with his teammates, he was hit by a car and had a terrible fall, which has now caused him to need full-time care at home.
Right, okay. So does he have any sort of physical disabilities, I'm guessing, from the accident?
Yeah. Little tasks, like self-care, self-preservation tasks, such as brushing his teeth or making a snack, perfectly fine to do by himself. That's why I was fine leaving him at home while I'm here. But bigger tasks where there's an extra problem in terms of getting out of the shower if it's slippery, or getting off the toilet if we have a rug down or something like that, he needs full-time care.
Right, so is it sort of finer coordination tasks and fine motor skills that he has a bit of difficulty with?
Yeah, little things perfectly fine, but when it comes to fine motor skills, that's where he needs help.
Okay, so if it's just the 2 of you at home, your 2 eldest sons keep in regular contact with you?
Yeah, we call them alternately once a night.
Right.
Just keep in contact. Vincent's always had a very good relationship with his 2 brothers. They grew up together, and as a migrant family, you become very close.
Yeah, of course.
However, we don't get to see them as much as we used to now that they've moved out of Mareeba. So we probably get to see them once a month.
So you've retired for 2 years now?
Yeah, so I used to work at an abattoir just outside of Mareeba because I was a labourer in Goa. So my skill set that I developed there was perfectly suited to the abattoir. Worked in the abattoir for 33 years, I think. They were like family. But once Vincent had his accident, me working wasn't an option anymore. He needed full-time care.
Right, okay. So what types of day-to-day activities do you and Vincent go through throughout the day? Well,
our daily routine is very repetitive. Since my wife died, we've just been doing the exact same thing pretty much every day. Altered a little if his brothers come to visit. So once we wake up, we'll have breakfast, maybe a coffee, watch some morning television, and then we might go for a walk around the neighbourhood, or a walk to the shops if we need to pick up some food for lunch and dinner. Once we come home, I need a rest. I know that I'm getting a little bit older now, so I do need a rest, and Vincent, he does need a rest every now and then as well.
Absolutely.
And then we'll have some dinner. We'll watch Today Tonight. It was Vincent's favourite show to watch with his mum. Great show. Fantastic. He watched it with his mum. I think it reminds him of his mum.
Right.
He does miss her, but I think he's over that initial grieving phase, which is good for his recovery process. And then we'll give, as I said before, one of my sons a call.
Yeah, right. So are you worried about, considering your age, are you worried about your ability to take full-time care of Vincent in the future?
At the moment, I know I'm fine because I sort of very recently just retired and I was very active. However, I know that within the next few years my physical health will deteriorate, so I'm going to need to enlist full-time care. And I know that Vincent's brothers, with their careers taking off and they've started families, they're not in a position to come back to Maroubra and help.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's good for one thing that you still keep in regular contact with Vincent's brothers. I imagine he's got a lot of nieces and nephews now as well.
He does.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's good that you're a close family.
Yeah.
So, were you looking with Vincent to break things up throughout the day, or are you worried about his daily routine, or?
So I had two sort of ideas in mind. I do want to break up his daily routine because I am worried that his mental health will deteriorate because of the repetitive nature of our day.
Absolutely.
So I was thinking either him possibly getting a little job, some sort of employment, whether it's paid or not. Paid would be great financially for us.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do anything physical, heavy lifting or anything, that's all out of the question. But anything where he can sit at a desk and type, he can type fantastic. He is able to Google anything that I ask him to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or before Vincent's accident with his sporting career, as you can probably imagine, he was a very avid traveller. Yeah. So I'm seeing if that was an avenue we could possibly go down.
Okay, right. What do you feel is a high priority in retrospect? Do you feel a holiday would really break up things and be good for him?
At the moment, I think that would be, while Vincent is still recovering, I think a holiday is a higher priority than him finding employment.
Right.
Because not only would he be able to research, and I would allow him to plan every bit of this holiday because that's in his nature. Mm-hmm. I think once we finally get to wherever we go, it would be just, he deserves it so much after everything he's been through.
Yeah, absolutely. And even after his accident, it sounds he deserves the life he had beforehand anyway. It sounds as if he really enjoyed travel.
He really did.
As a hobby. Yeah. As a life experience. So, well, just talking about the holiday then, have you had anywhere in mind for him to go?
Well, just before his accident, he was supposed to be going from Goa to New Zealand with his cycling team to cycle around the South Island of New Zealand. So I was maybe seeing if that was a good idea. I sort of wanted advice on that, if you thought that they'd have the capabilities to help me look after someone who needs full-time care. Right.
Well, number one, is a holiday viable for your family at this stage in time?
Thanks to government assistance and my carers allowance, we've saved about $3,000. I know it's not a lot, but I guess it's the best we could do under circumstances.
Yeah.
But I had a few concerns, maybe about I didn't want to come home with nothing for our next holiday. Travel bug's a thing, I don't understand. And I didn't know if it was enough to stay in places where full-time care is needed. So we need ramps, we can't have a lot of stairs, we need lifts.
Well, interviews aside, just from my own experience, I don't want to speak too much about myself, obviously, but I've been to New Zealand 3 to 4 times now. I've had plenty of travel experience there. I can give you sort of details. Well, I can tell you just straight now that $3,000 will get you around New Zealand for at least a couple of weeks if that's a good time for your holiday. What an idea might be is next time we have a chat is to bring possibly, if you wanted to, bring Vincent in.
Yeah, of course.
If he's a keen traveller, I'm a keen traveller myself. We can have a speak about a lot of things. New Zealand's a great place for him because it's a first world country. There's for people with physical disabilities in any respect, they cater towards it as good as we do here.
Okay.
So that's a good choice, and it sounds financially viable for you guys.
Excellent. Thank you.
You also mentioned that he wanted to. You sort of wished for him to go into some sort of employment, if possible.
Yeah, I'm not sure what our avenues available are. I sort of wanted advice on that.
Okay.
Everything's a little bit outdated from when I knew, so...
Yeah, absolutely. So it does sound like your immediate goal is you'd like an overseas holiday.
Yeah.
Vincent. But later on, in the next couple of sessions, especially when you bring Vincent, I can link you and him with a number of disability support services that contain occupational therapists. They will assess Vincent's skills and possibly try and get him a job based on his disabilities. Even if you said he's going to take a lot of rests and his fine motor skills are hampered in a way. But I know there's a number of services that cater to that. Make sure jobs that they do try to give people are only maybe 2 or 3 hour shifts. I don't know if that sounds like something.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. He's always talking about how he'd love just to be able to be someone's assistant or something like that. So
yeah,
something
wonderful.
like that would be perfect.
Yeah, that's good. If anything we can do to stimulate his mental health, break up the daily routine. And I also thought of, before you said you had $3,000, but you wanted to keep continuing travelling, you said, even after New Zealand?
Yeah, I don't see why I should be able to give Vincent a holiday and then say, we can't go on another one for a while now.
Yeah, right.
I think it's something he should keep. He deserves a constant break from the life that he's now stuck with, I guess.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Well, we can make sure you're fully exploring all your Centrelink payment options that you're entitled to.
Yep.
I mean, there's absolutely nothing to feel guilty about or anything like that.
Yep.
So that's another avenue we can go down in the near future. Does that sound like
yeah, definitely
something worth speaking about?
We definitely signed up for Centrelink not really knowing, so having someone go over all of our paperwork and finances would be a great help. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. So at the moment, you said before that your physical capacity to look after Vincent is okay at the moment. But if you did decide, or if you started to get worried about your own ability to take care of your son, then this is what we're here for. This is what our service provides. We provide residential care nearly 24 hours a day, and we constantly adapt and change our action plans to suit the needs of the family. So that's also something we can look at in later sessions down the line.
Thank you. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so just reflecting on what we've done today, do you feel a little bit more comfortable now with your family situation and avenues we can explore?
Yeah, I do. It's great to know that there's some support out there. I think before I was recommended to come here, I thought I had to do it all on my own. So you've really made me feel secure. That's good.
I think we've explored possibly options for Vincent and for yourself.
Yeah.
What was coming through to me sounded like a holiday was in the short-term priority. So if we can address that first over the next couple of weeks in the sessions and make sure it's all realistic and viable for Vincent and go over it in detail, then we can start looking at longer-term options for Vincent and you in the future to maintain everyone's well-being involved.
Yeah, that's great. Perfect.
Yeah, so it's 1 o'clock now. That's about all we've got time for today. But did you want to pencil in another session, possibly with Vincent? Go home, talk to me, and then call me back if you like, or if you'd like to pencil in one right away now for this time next week.
I would love to bring Vincent back in about a week. That'd be great.
Yeah, lovely. So next Saturday, 2 p.m.
This time works perfectly. Thank you.
Okay, sure, perfect. Okay, well, I'll see you next Saturday then.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your help, Brad.
No problem.
Thank you.